So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend and a happy Easter. That's right. Happy Easter to every single one of you. Hope you guys have got your eggs and are stuffing your face. I'm trying to cut back on chocolate, actually. So if I do get an Easter egg, I don't know what I'll do with it. But look, today we're going to be covering very quickly eFootball with the new update that's coming out. And then we're going to cover EA Sports FC, the new game coming out with a name change, but it's technically the same game. They've just changed the name because they've lost the license. Okay? And there's also a big license that has been snapped up by them, which is not good news for Konami. So that's all to come in this video. And I'm going to give you guys my honest feedback, whether I'm even going to touch the game this year. We'll find out. But let's dive into it. So the first thing is version 2.5, all right? It is coming out next week on the 13th of April. Don't know why I said it like that. It's going to be dropping, right? Now, this update sees the beginning of the new season. Now, they're calling this Develop, Design, and Define, the Triple Ds. We all love some Triple D action, and that's what they're going for. Who on earth came up with Develop, Design, and Define? Say that fast. Develop, Design, Design. That's a hard one. But yeah, it's coming out then. And if you scroll down a little bit more, they did state we'll be implementing new features which focus on team building and player development. Enjoy the evolution of Dream Team. What evolution? The update is right around the corner, so stay tuned. Now, regarding edit mode and Master League, let me just get this out the way right off the bat, folks, okay? It's not coming in 2.5. It won't even be coming in version 3.0. The way I'm looking at it right now is I'm not sitting here thinking, oh, when's Master League going to come? I've just forgotten about it because there's no point worrying about the game mode when it's not even close to being released, folks. Just play football or don't, right? I mean, that's the two options right now. And if you don't enjoy the game, you won't play it. You're not going to come back for a few features. Those that want Master League and the offline modes, they're not going to come back to the game for any online additions. It's as simple as that. Now, I would like to see them add what they've said before about being able to reset players, add player skills. Maybe that's what they're talking about with new features. We'll find out. But edit mode's not coming, folks, anytime soon. Therefore, Master League isn't coming. I wouldn't even say that this year Master League's going to arrive. That's how much I firmly believe that Konami are so far behind the times. Master League isn't necessarily at the top of their list because they're still generating the revenue. And also, one thing I really wanted to quickly touch upon was when people say, like, you know, or TTB or Spoony or PES Universe, whoever. Like, folks, look, we can give them feedback, but Konami don't necessarily listen to us. In fact, I know they don't listen to us. Because they don't. It's as simple as that. I don't get any information from Konami. I've been spouting out, you know, about Konami now for whenever my channel existed, like 10 plus years ago. And I've never got any special treatment regarding information from Konami. So whatever I find out, I will let you guys know. Obviously, if you sign an NDA and that, you can't disclose information. I haven't signed anything, so I don't know anything. But it's just people think I can change the game. Folks, I can't. I really can't. I'm just like you guys. I want to play Master League and have edit mode and just get back to the PES ways of life. But right now, we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs, you know, having a look at UFL and then goals when that shows up and hoping and praying that something pops up. But, you know, it isn't. And that's where we are. So we've got to deal with it as a tail comes by. So there we go. That's that. I don't expect anything crazy, but when they come out with more information with 2.5, folks, we will touch base upon that. Now, let's move on furthermore, a little bit more. This was not even relevant, but we're going to talk about this right here. So EA Sports FC. This is all leaks about the new FIFA 24. So EA has lost the naming rights for their beloved football simulation. They won't publish FIFA 24. Instead, the new FIFA will be released as EA Sports FC. And I'm sure they're going to put 24 in there, just like eFootball is doing eFootball 24, eFootball 25. This is going to be the same thing. They've revealed the new logo, and we've summarized all the content. So let's go through it. I'm gonna keep this pretty quick. I'm not gonna go through all of this because it doesn't really all apply and it's not that relevant. But anyway, name changes licenses will mostly stay the same. So the end of the partnership has one main consequence. The name of the game will change. That's pretty much it. We won't miss out on the real Champions League, authentic clubs, or original superstars in the future. EA has secured rights for having original players through the FIFA Pro or FIFA Pro. FIFA Pro? Why is there no A in it? It's just FIFA Pro. FIFA Pro. And most recently paid almost 600 million for the Premier League. So yes, they have money, they're spending it, and if anything, they're going to get more licenses. Only the FIFA World Cup won't be part of EA's game in the future. That is true. That does make sense, though. We will not have the FIFA World Cup due to that fact. EA Sports reveals the logo. So there it is. Look at that. The logo for you. Someone was saying, like, I hope this isn't the gameplay. I really wish it was the gameplay, to be honest. I might enjoy it a little bit more. But there it is. It basically is a triangle with a bunch of letters that have cut off. I mean, it's a logo. I couldn't give a monkeys. It's very odd that they've. You wouldn't think that would read FC. That looks more like a G, and then that looks like it's just it looks like it's an E, but they've just cut it. EC, EA Sports EC. No. Anyway, there it is. That's the logo. What do you guys make of it? It's a logo. Do you know what I mean? It gets the job done. So what can we expect from EAFC? So the release is still far away, as we know. It'll probably be released around the usual end of September, early October. And according to the rumors, there's going to be the usual FIFA kickoff mode. Not FIFA. What did I say that for? Kickoff mode. EA Ultimate Team. Well, yeah, they can't call it FIFA Ultimate Team, so they're going to be changing everything to EA. Online career mode, women's career mode. There is a women's career mode. That's new, isn't it? Online seasons, tournaments, pro clubs, and Volta. I've just realized guys can't see what I'm doing. So there we go. Pretty much the same as we've seen before. The early game FIFA team also considers this overview of modes to be realistic. After all, we already have most of them in FIFA already, but EA Sports FC could have an online and women's career mode for the first time. That would be huge. I mean, would it? Look, I got nothing against women's football, okay? Nothing against it, but I don't watch it, and there is absolutely no chance that it's going to make me want to play a career mode. I know the whole gender thing nowadays, and it's equality, and, you know, you got to have the male and the female, and then pronouns. Let's not go to all that. I'm not even going to do it, but I don't know. I just feel like there's other things they could work on. We have a career mode. Do we really need a full-fledged women's? How many teams are we going to have in a women's career mode? Because it's not the same level as a man's career mode, you know, but whatever. It's extra content. You know, if people play it, we play it. Well done. They've already taken the first step in the right direction as the Spanish La Liga, I'll say La Liga F will become part of the EA family in the future, and the Women's Champions League is finally live in FIFA 23. Are you guys playing that? Oh, yeah? Of course, this could also be the first clue on the women's career mode, as it would make sense with more clubs and leagues. We hope for more female stars from all over the world. Do you, though? Are you just saying this to be nice? Come on. I don't know. I said it is what it is. I'm just going to stop talking. All the other modes are also known from the past years. Of course, EA will put most of their efforts in Ultimate Team. Of course they will. The boys and girls in Canada have to earn their billions somehow. Yeah, they make more than enough. Core. Blimey. Then they're just talking about release date, and there it is, by the end of September, as we mentioned, or the beginning of October. There will be a deluxe version, folks. There will be early access. There will be the 10-hour trial. There will be the usual, FIFA-ness that you get at the beginning of all of it. Wild rumors. So they've dropped some interesting leaks. Remember, these are leaks. These are rumors. They are not 100% confirmed. But the account keeps a low profile on where the information comes from. But he tweets as he had been there himself. Note that the leaks and rumors have sometimes been wrong, as we mentioned. So, if you are waiting for an online career mode, you should read the article to the very end. The transfer market could be reworked for EA Sports FC and will be similar to FIFA Mobile. To what extent, we don't know whether it's good or bad. But yeah, traders will have a much harder time than before. 4. What will change is the fact that Pro Clubs does not feature crossplay. No. EA Sports seems to have problems to establish a stable connection between 22 players across platform. Now, this is the thing, right? You know, what's the name? Konami want to do cross-platform. They do. Konami want to do cross-platform with eFootball, where you have mobile versus console and blah, blah, blah. And even EA, who I'm not being disrespectful to Konami, but EA have been... They generally put out, you know, when it comes to like... Well, you think the connections would be better, right? The connections, the UI, the presentation, the audio is always very good normally for EA. So the fact that they're having problems with that, there is no chance that I can see Konami doing that in any time in the near future with the cross-play. Not that I want to play someone on mobile, I don't, but I'm just saying. Dynamic packs and new icons and heroes. And, sorry, I thought my mic was muted for a minute and I would have just slapped myself. EA Sports is said to be working on new pack system that will increase the chance of a good player pack or good player per pack. That's one of my biggest things of FIFA. eFootball gives you way too many good players too quickly, but on EA and FIFA's part, I feel like the chances of you getting a good player is serious money needs to be spent on EA, whereas you don't need to spend a lot of money on eFootball. The game is free already, but yeah, if they give you better players, I do think, you know, maybe other people will play it more. We know that from other games, if you have open 100 packs, the probability of an inform or a campaign special card increases. Allegedly, EA has been testing this feature. Yeah, who's sitting there opening up 100 packs? Huh? You don't have no money left, son. What else do we have? Is this the answer to the gambling problem EA has had for several years? If you are more interested in this matter, you can read a detailed badiddly doodly. Okay. And this was them talking about it right here. Now, this doesn't concern you if you don't play Ultimate Team like myself. And there we go. Now, there is talks of online career mode leaks as well, but these have been around since FIFA 22. The FIFA Online Career Mode is a feature the community wanted for years. Until now, these wishes have never been fulfilled, but this could change with EA Sports FC. It says real clubs will be included in Online Career Mode. Well, maybe you should spell the word career right, because you've put career. That doesn't work at all. This is not just testing them for the pre-alpha. Could you stop doing that? Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. We'll wait for official confirmation. If there was an online career mode, I think that would be quite intriguing, but I just feel like that's way too much work for EA to put out an online career mode at this current stage, but we will find out. Other than that, that's pretty much it there. One thing I did want to touch upon was this right here, if we can find it. So, the big news regarding the licensing is Barcelona is coming back to the FIFA ways or the EA Sports ways, which does mean, folks, that eFootball would lose the partnership with Barcelona. And what does that mean? Well, it means they lose the new camp. You know, eFootball doesn't have a lot of content as it is when it comes to stadiums and licensed teams, especially in the big league. So for them to lose Barcelona, yeah, that's a big one. And then they won't have the official kits and all that stuff. Now, there is differences. You can have, look, you got to remember with licensing, folks, there's a specific license for leagues. There's a specific license for players. There's specific licenses for actual clubs themselves wearing the logos and the kits. So that's why some games have X and some guys have Y, and, you know, it's all over the place. But yeah, what do you guys make of that? It is a big one. It is a big one. It'll be interesting to see what Konami do regarding their licenses, because I don't know, it's a bit of a slap in the face. So there we go. That's pretty much the news we're talking about with regarding eFootball and EA Sports FC, which is going to be very weird to say. But one thing I did want to touch upon was me telling you guys how I'm going to be feeling about FIFA and that this year. So bear with me and I'll be right back. Right, so this is what I wanted to touch upon, because sometimes people do comment, you know, back on Twitter, and I'm useless at social media. I don't go on social media a ton anymore because the world's changing and everything on social media just winds me up because it's a mess. It really is. The world's a mess. People just robbing stores and whatever else. But yeah, I put this out, right? Because they said, join the club. We can't wait to show you the future of football this July. And I stated, look, well, unless it's a brand new engine, it won't offer much gameplay-wise, right? because it won't. It's the same engine, and they're not going to change it. So as you scroll down, we've had a few comments, and I wanted to go over them very briefly. So this guy was saying the leaker says, according to what I've heard, the game changed its name and the logo, and that's about it. The same engine. And it will be the same engine. And that's why when I scroll down, and I said, you know, I've lowered all expectations with all games, which I pretty much have. And then PES Gamer right here. Now, I came back to him and I mentioned, because he was said, you know, won't offer much gameplay-wise, and I'm sure that's how he said it. It's like Scooby-Doo. It's light years ahead of eFootball, a glorified mobile game with automated defending and a meta of 1-2 narrow midfield broken formations. EA Sports is all we have now, and anyone that doesn't see that is in denial. And I respect people's opinions. I 100% do. I will never ever come at someone because they're giving me, I don't really care how you word it. Yeah, you can word it better. You can do this, that. But I came back and I said, well, to each his own. I personally don't find players ice skating all over the pitch very enticing. FIFA 24 will be more of the same. And that's my point. Like, I know saying it's light years ahead of eFootball. Depends what you're talking about, because if you're talking about modes and graphics and audio and sound design and all that, yeah, EA Sports and FIFA is miles ahead of eFootball. But on the pitch, it definitely isn't. EA Sports are using one of the worst. I've mentioned this so many times and people still don't believe me. The Frostbite engine, which is basically EA's baby. That's what they use for Battlefield, for FIFA. They used it for the new EA Sports PGA Tour game. They use that for everything, all right? They're not going to go to the Unreal Engine. They have their own. But it's not built well. And you can see this when you play FIFA, and you see players are literally putting the ball through their own feet because of the dribbling mechanics and the way the ball works. It's not good. And it's not going to change because they are going to keep that engine, because it would mean that EA would have to change everything. And they're not going to do it because guess what? They're still making billions, which is what other people said as you scroll down, right? Where did someone say this? They said, why change it? I don't know. Someone mentioned something about why change something when they're making billions. And that's true. They're not going to. I'm still going to give you my opinion, folks, and tell you this is the reason I'm probably not going to buy the new FIFA this year, because it will be the same engine. Yes, it will have a few new additions. Hypermotion Tech 3 might show up. Whoop-de-doo. But ultimately, it's built on the same garbage, and I don't want it. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from when I mentioned about, you know, unless they put a new engine, which they won't, because I'm the minority. What's that? I'm a minority? I am the minority. I can't even speak. I am the minority because I do want to play a proper sim. There's not that many people in the world these days that want to play a proper sim, right? They want to pick up and play, and that's what FIFA offers you. So there we have it. That's what I wanted to touch base on regarding this point. There was also another one. Oh, right here. This was quite funny. Look, this is the new celebration. Haaland whips out a moped in the new game. No, they don't. That was for a laugh, but that'd be quite hilarious if he did. And who knows? He might do it. There we go. Proof's in the pudding. Where was the other one that I saw? There was something else I wanted to touch base upon, and I can't remember what I put out, but I think that's about it. Oh, it was right here when I was... I put this video out the other day. Yeah, ridiculous photo there. But he said, Peter Halse did state as well that, Ricky, you keep saying it's the nearest to a football sim, which I'll get to that in a second, but it isn't. It plays terribly, and it isn't anything like PES. And I said, play a full manual versus someone, and it's a belter. Unfortunately, no one does this, so it makes it more of an arcade fest. That's what assists do. The reason I prefer playing the AI most of the time. And then nobody from Konami cares for the game. For example, they have friends' rooms to play online, 1 month and more off, only loading, and then back to the start screen. But that's my point. The way you play the game is how you're going to perceive how a game is. If you pick up eFootball and you're playing on Pass Assist 1, which is the most assisted, the game is going to feel very much like a FIFA game because you can just ping, ping, ping all the way up the field. Yes, the defending is already automated, so that makes it even easier. And then you've got other people like myself where I'll turn off all the assists, so I make mistakes. So therefore, playing tick-attacker football is 100 times harder. I'm going to miss more chances. Still, the defending is the same, but you know, I'm playing it a different way. So watch me play eFootball and then watch Bob next door play eFootball, who's playing on fully assisted. We both play different styles of the game, you know, so I can't make you play a certain way, and that's why I'm trying to push people to play with no assists. But honestly, that is like, well, that's like taking away everyone's guns in America. It's never going to happen because, well, it's way too big. So, yeah, that's the way the world is. That's the way the football games are. And that's why when people say stuff like this, I understand your point, but you've got to understand other people's points because we all play the game a different way, you know? Anyway, that's it for today, folks. And I've been rambling for 20-odd minutes. But that's the news regarding EA Sports and all that and how I'm feeling about it and what's going to happen in the future. And just lower your expectations, folks. I think we've just come to terms with that. Just remember, Master League, wait till next year. That's what I'm going to say. And regarding EA and FIFA, if you think the game's going to change a whole lot this year, it's not. And I'll just state those right now because it's going to be more of the same. And if it isn't, they'll patch it and they'll make it more of the same. Anyway, happy Easter, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.